How's it going, everybody? Button here. Today, I want to talk about the Tier 8 and the new French auto-loading medium tank line that is the ERAC 105 Proto. I'm going to give you my opinion on the statistics of the tank, go over my setup, and then finally show you 3 games in which I've had some pretty mixed results in the tank. I'm going to be honest, but first, I want to show you my opinion of the tank and its stats overall. So 1420 hit points, I would say that's pretty average for tier 8. Honestly, not so good, not so bad. The 290 view range is pretty okay, considering I know that the AMX M4 also had 290 view range. Yeah, not a fan. One thing you're going to notice is that the DPN barely increases, but the pen and the alpha significantly increase, but the accuracy is honestly about the same. You get 8 degrees of gun depression, which is definitely an upgrade. The interclip goes down a lot, definitely. That is going to be the biggest thing about the game. You finally have a good interclip, which means you're going to do 600 burst alpha very quickly. And that is going to give you a lot of success in your games. The speed basically stays the same. Like, you get 2 more reverse speed, but you do get a bit more armor, and that's definitely going to be good. Your turret turn rate goes down a lot. I want to say the hull stays about the same. And the mobility is good. 800 horsepower, 23 power to weight ratio. That's definitely a good number. But overall, is it really that transformative of an upgrade from the AMX? Honestly, it's kind of debatable. I did prefer the AMX tier for tier, but the ERAC is definitely a decent tank. I'll show you my setup on it. So, throughout this line, this tank definitely has a very, very easy consumable loadout. No questions here. Take this multi-purpose restoration pack, take the speed boost, take the repair kit. And same for the provisions. Just take the coffee, take the fuel, take the canned potato. It's very, very, very simple. The ammo loadout, there's honestly so much of it. 90 rounds is so much. You basically can do whatever you want. I have 18 HE, it's more than you need. I have 20 APCR, it's more than you need. I have 44 AP rounds, it's more than you need. Now finally, onto the equipment. I recommend you take calibrated shells, defense system, optics, take the lane drive. You can start running the armor. You can take the HP. I prefer the armor. You'll definitely see more of a gain from it. The turrets start getting a little stronger, and you'll occasionally pull like a bounce off the upper plate. It's definitely worthwhile to have. Definitely take the accelerator, take refine gun, take toolbox, and take the delivery system. And yeah, let's get on to the games. The first game I want to show you is this game on Yukon. Now with Yukon, I know this map's been out of the rotation, but when you are the fastest, maybe actually the brass is faster, but when you're one of the fastest tanks in the lobby, there is one spot where you can take your tank and have a little fun in. That will be the corner where A is. You go far deep into the corner and you use that turret and you want to force misses and you want to be a little annoying little French medium light tank rat. You'll be a rat in this tank. Gotta get the cheese. Gotta get the damage cheese. Jordan's gonna bomb into the corner. I see that I already use speed boost. Absolutely zero hesitation. I'm gonna absolutely commit to this. I don't care if there's one tank in the corner or if the whole team is in the corner. I'm gonna go here and in a pub, sometimes you need to play with context, but I'm just playing ranked, so yeah, let's have a little fun. So I see this this FB. I'm gonna go for a shot in. You really see where that gun handling. It's not the greatest, and I know this Love is camping behind. Like, really camping in a Love? Like, I don't know. Not a fan. This E10 is dead, and I noticed that the brass is already in our spawn here. I'm like, we're losing tanks all over. What's going on? So I'm thinking like, I guess I'm gonna shoot the Emil here. It's a bit tricky. We put in a nice round there, just aiming it through. Now we're gonna change the angle, but oh no, the movement, it messed me up. Now I do see this Baraz here trying to clip him out. I'm gonna put a nice little shot in, and I know he's reloading, so why don't I go pull back? I actually have slightly more DPM than the Brass. God, my shells come up faster because the Brass on 320 alpha. I noticed him running away. I'm not gonna chase him. I'm just gonna come back inside. So, gonna put a nice little round in, 373, and a nice little kill shot. Now I'm kind of wondering where this Brask is. The Brask is probably on a reload. Now he's definitely on a reload, and I'm just gonna go push him. 586. You know, I have a 600 alpha clip. He's probably gonna die. So I'm just gonna come in. I have all my hit points. He's got 500. First one goes in, and the second one. That one bounced. Oh, when I saw this, I was so mad. Yeah, and oh, I bleed a lot to the ram here. Definitely should not be ramming K2s when you're in the T-Ray medium. But oh my god, I pulled the most scripted bounce. It was 2 into his tracks. I'm pretty sure I rolled 310 both times. Well, I just need to run. I'm gonna make sure that I don't ever take a shot again in this game. This K2 is just dead to both tanks here. And I'm gonna go around, see where I can find this Love here. And oh, I see him looking behind. Oh, gonna put 2 in, and we're just gonna hide in a cover here. I honestly can't tell you who shot their gun. I see this Love, he's kind of pointing his turret at me. It's a little suspect of him. I have to say, not a fan, but my teammates are gonna come in and do the work. I have no idea what this Love is looking at, but I'm not taking any chances with this tank. I'm gonna put one fast shot in. I saw that he was not paying attention, and the second one didn't even scratch them. So I could say that the gun handling's a little cursed, and the AP shots, I kind of was acting like APCR that game. I know that they Love angled and turned away from me last second, but like, come on, that's a little tragic. It's 3K though, second place on the team, nice first class. So like, you know, it's a pretty decent result overall. Now I want to move on to my next game. Hopefully forget about those bad memories on Himmelsdorf. I just want to get that game out of my head. You know, move on. This game's on Himmelsdorf. This is the other. Not the other. This is one of the new maps in the rotation. Now, this is probably my favorite map in the rotation, maybe outside of Yukon. Yukon's definitely one of my favorites. There's a lot of things you can do on Yukon. But like in the tier 7 video, I'm going to show you exactly what you could do in the tier 8. I'm going to go to that spot here, and I'm just going to spot, oh, one quick shot in the chariots here, and sometimes you just get to just roll 7s, just hit some really scripted shots, you know? It just happens. One game I'm super unlucky. This game I'm just super lucky. And this game, their team seems to be looking on the right. I'm gonna go soft peek the left. The Charioteer's already dead, and I'm gonna play the courtyard because there's a little secret technology that you could do to really ruin some people. This Panther's gonna pull back. He's gonna eat 2. I drive forward into the mouse, and I'm out of here. And this Panther 58, he's just stuck in the middle of the courtyard, and he's going to probably die for this. He's only 100 hit points. He's dead. I'm gonna move on. And now, I know that my team is taking a fight on the outside of rails, so I'm gonna go to the outside of the rails too. I'm spotted on the cross, probably from the elephant here. Now, I noticed that we're going to take this fight. The C49 tries to probably stab me, now that Progetto's peeking. And I might eat one from the tiger here, I don't. And now I can just play this piece of cover. This game's basically secured, thanks to us getting the early kill on the Charioteer and the Panzer. Was definitely some of our work was involved with that, and we've already made a contributing factor. I always tell you go for the tracking shots. You always want to make sure your tracking shots damage, but sometimes stuff like that happens. It happens. And we're just going to press our advantage. Our SCM is going in very hot. He misses the Tiger 2, and he's going to draw the 274A in. And I'm just going to go for a reload, and now we're going to kill this Tiger. And we're going to keep pressing our advantage. We're just going to wait for this T49 to do something. Maybe I need to pick up the 274A. I'm kind of deciding against it. I want to go farm the elephant. That's definitely a lot more fun. Anyways, the scorpion kills it. Even before I can reload, I'm just going to drive in, put 2 quick shells, 1 into the side, and just like a little cheek shot. And then 1 definitely into the side. So that's 3292, almost 3300, 1 kill, and just a nice fun game. Sometimes when this thing actually hits its shots with its AP rounds and its decent shell velocity, it's a good tank. But sometimes you just get these cursed situations where nothing seems to be going your way and you bounce barasses. It's a very, very crazy tank. And honestly, you gotta have a little chaos in your life. And finally, I want to show you this game on Desert Sands. And this is a very lucky day. And the reason why this game is lucky is because they have no medium tanks. I'm the only medium/light in this game. And I get to make full use of this play. So how do we handle this situation? We're the only men in the game. And honestly, some of their heavies can come across. Some of their TDs can definitely play the rails. But there's a very fun way that you can deal with this. And that is by simply bombing the cross and hopefully you catch something off guard. So I am going to take a very direct way into their rails, into their spawn, and hopefully find a little surprise, shall we say. I do have a Samoa coming with me. He's going to be... Oh, you can't even see him. But the CC is spotted, and their team, 4 of them, is spotted in the town. And I'm not even spotted yet. So I can make a pretty safe assumption that they're not here. I am kind of looking out for the tank destroyers in the back. The 704 is in the town, but I want to see if there's anyone playing where I'm aiming at. And I do see this AFK Conway here. I'm spotted now. And he just woke up. But I'm going to go for a quick shot in. He misses, but I'm kind of don't want to peek again because there is some unspotted tanks and they have high alpha. So I don't really want to mess with it. If I had both of my shells, then I would. And I know for a fact this Conway's reloaded right now. He's kind of looking behind, I want to say, but I'm going to go for it. Put a nice little quick shell in. This Ice 5 shows up out of nowhere. Me misses, so I'm going to put a quick shell back. And now I have shots on the Conway and maybe the Progetto, but I need to be cressing over the Rich for that, and it's just a very nuanced situation. I'm losing a Tornwagen in the town, and our Samoa's coming, and it looks like this IS-5, he kind of wants a piece of me. He misses. I'm going to go crest over the Rich, 1 into the IS-5. I see the Conway pull back, and he's definitely a bigger target. A lot easier to pen to. I'm going to shoot him instead. And our Samoa's going to... He's just going over. It's 1 in. Doing. And I'm going to take this pathing so that the buildings on the right, they don't shoot me. And the 7 HP left. I mean, I did roll high, so... It is what it is. I always use the building as cover for the pathing so that it's super safe. The CC is close by. He looks like he's kind of scared of me. But I'm just going to go see what I can peek here. Gonna shoot the Emil, and oh, that shot misses, but thankfully the second one hits. That's why the ERAC has 2 shells, so when the first one misses, you can pen with the second. And now I see the CC is pushing up. I am going to make his worst nightmares come true. I'm a medium tick in the back, and I finally am able to use my HE rounds. I decided not to shoot it for the first one, but now I saw like him crossing this little hut thing, this little fence thing. I was very confident that I could shoot past it and not have my HE shell go to waste. So I'm going to come in and just see what I can do. The 704 is here and we missed the shot, so I'm gonna try an HE there. No, I don't think I have it. So I'm just gonna go for a reload. And just have a normal time. And I see this Conway peeking up. He sets me on fire. Pretty interesting stuff. And he's gonna come in with adrenaline. I don't think he understands that I reload basically now, and he's just dead. The 7-4 is a one-shot. I think someone on my team shot. I don't really know. And my two teammates kinda don't really want to peek this 704. He does a lot of damage. You can never really blame him. They're gonna peek around the corner, and I'm just gonna pick up the kill. Now overall, when I play this tank, I like the burst. The mobility's okay. The gun's a little crazy. It'll definitely go against you sometimes. Try to aim in your shells. That's like the best way to like alleviate that problem. But sometimes you just want to go gambling. Sometimes you want to do crazy things. Get a nice little bottom tier ace on the board. I feel like it's been a tradition with a lot of these French medium tanks. They do surprisingly well because they're fast with punchy guns. They definitely do a lot better than like a bottom tier heavy would. They're kind of like tank destroyers in that aspect, where their gun is basically like equivalent tier for tier with something higher. But overall, I think the tank's okay. It's definitely my least favorite in the line. I like the tier 7, I like the tier 9. I haven't tried the tier 10 yet. I think that'll be a very interesting tank. And I think if you use the gun effectively, and if you're able to like play around with the mobility and not get stuck in like these super risky brawling situations, then you'll have a lot of fun. Uh, Hopefully you'll have a bit more success in the tank than I did. But I hope you have a great day, stay safe, and have a good night. See ya.